Hey everyone, and welcome back to the X-Ring. On today's episode, we're going to look at a very economical, what I believe might be a long-range package for you, and that is the Ruger American Predator. So the difference you're going to notice with this one is it's very minimalistic. It looks like a hunting rifle because that's exactly what it is. It does have a lighter weight barrel, so this is something that would heat up rather quickly, but it does have a threaded barrel on it that's 5H24. This one's chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor. And it does have the detachable box mag. You could always run an extended magazine in this if you need to, and this uses the 308 multi-caliber mag. So the finish of the stock and everything feels a little, like I said, cheap, more plasticky, but the barrel is free floated. I did check it with a dollar bill. You just run it down through here, it doesn't touch or anything like that. What's unique about this one is it does have the Burris Eliminator III on it, the laser range finding auto ballistics drop scope. So I've put the Tacticam on here, so disregard that. This looks like a regular scope in the rear, but this way you guys can actually see what's going on. You can put in your ballistic coefficient, what your drops are, and it'll get it figured out for you. So right now I'm at exactly 200 yards. I've got a target down range. The owner said that this should be pretty zeroed as it is, so we'll see what happens. We'll print a group with it, maybe a 3-shot group. Maybe I'll even throw a suppressor on the end of it, but let's see how this thing does, and then maybe we'll back it on up to 300, 400, 500 yards, see how well that Burris works. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so we are at 200 yards. I have the Hornady ELD match, the 147 and 6.5 Creedmoor. So I'm exactly at 200 yards. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start recording on the Tacticam to make sure you guys can see exactly what I'm seeing in there. Now on this Burris Eliminator 3, it actually has two buttons, one on the front of the objective on the right and one on the left. You can hit either button. The owner said this thing was dialed in pretty darn good, so we'll see what happens. Also make sure I don't hit my eye, because by having the Tacticam on here, I've sucked up about 1.5 inches of eye relief. So hopefully I don't end up with a black eye after this. All right, so we are charged. The Tacticam is hot. Now guys, this is a first focal plane scope. The yardage is at the top. It says 201. So we know it is dead on the money, and it's giving me a dot down from the center. So let me go ahead and put this on here. Here we go, going hot. Yeah, and that popped me in the head. Okay, so it is about 2.5 inches low and a hair to the left. Basically, I need to extend my length of pull. I'm doing this for you guys, but I knew it was going to pop me. Here we go, second shot. Okay, the two shots are within 1 inch of each other or less. And it's off just a hair. I could probably come up on the elevation just a bit. I can use the elevation knob up here to adjust it, but like I said, this isn't my rifle, so I really don't want to mess with it. So what I'll do is, let's go ahead and hit the, I'll go ahead and hit the rectangular steel, or the square. Should be just a little less. Should be about 190 something, I think. 199, yeah, there we go. Because it's a little forwards, and here we go, holding on the dot. Holding center. Okay, just a hair left, probably 2.5 inches left. Elevation was good. We'd still make that hit on target. Let's go ahead and hit that steel to where you guys can see it. One thing I don't like about this box mag is if you drop one in there to try to load it quickly, it kind of noses the bullet in. And I think the price point on this is relatively inexpensive. It's only like $500 or so. Here we go. Let's ring the steel again. $199. almost the exact same hole. So this definitely needs to be calibrated just a little bit, but it is repeatable on where it's shooting. So that's actually pretty good, not bad. I'm sure the barrel's already got a little bit of heat to it because it is a hunting barrel, but maybe we can take this thing out to 500 yards and see if we can get something. Stay tuned. Let's try it one more time since the camera backed out of there. Like I said, it's not really optimal for this scope. Let me go ahead and get the yardage. 199, holding on the dot. Guys, you can see all three of those shots are pretty much within a half of an inch of each other at 200 yards. These were the 3 shots with the Ruger American Predator at 200. You guys can see that. There's the impact right there. You're looking at a total span of about 2.5 inches. All right, guys, so what we're gonna do now is we are going to shoot the Ruger American Predator with the Burris Eliminator III on it. We're at a little over 500 yards. I'll tell you exactly how far we are when this gets an indicator on it. I do have a spotter, and hopefully we'll see how well this works. Now remember, because of the Tacticam, my eye relief is such that I do have to kind of get off of the rifle a little bit and stand back, so I don't feel like knocking my eye again. Chamber round, safety's on. Let's see if you guys can see. I'm not going to shoot, but I want to see if you guys can see the reticle in here. So here we go. I'm going to turn it on first. 528 yards to the diamond. You guys can actually see the hole right there.
Oh, he's doing the tactical.
So let me go ahead and put some ears on. All right. So is everyone ready?
Spotter's ready.
Okay, so you guys can see the dot down there where we're holding. I'm going to hold low just so I don't go over the top. I'm okay if the first shot misses. Matter of fact, I'm going to go for circle.
Just off left edge. Elevation was good.
Elevation was perfect. That's all I needed to know. All right, here we go.
Look, 6 o'clock low. That's the Ruger American
Predator.
Predator. Thank you, Ray. Can't remember. Impact.
All right, so definitely good enough to hit an animal. Well, I'm not touching it. So guys, this is a Ruger American Predator. Now this contraption on top is that Burris Eliminator III. I hit it. You should be able to see it in the camera. Let me go ahead and stop the recording. Now the Tacticam doesn't. Yeah, the Tacticam doesn't fit the best on this because of the way this is beveled, but I should be able to have on-camera footage for you guys to be able to see the range and everything else. Like I said, we're trying to be safe here because until we get that 1,000-yard berm built, I really don't want to lose any over these short berms. But, you know, $1,200 for an optic that will tell you exactly how far you can put your bullet drops in there, your BCs, and then a $400 and some change rifle that's threaded. Now, it's a lightweight barrel, but, you know, like I said, as long as you don't shoot too much. I think I shot, what, 3 rounds, maybe 4? And she is warm to the touch, no doubt about it. Well, I hope you enjoyed that almost too short, fun little video of the Ruger American Predator with that Burris Eliminator scope on there. That Burris Eliminator scope kind of impressed me a little bit. I know it's about a $1,200 price point, but the rangefinder worked out to be pretty spot on. I think it needed to be calibrated a little bit better by the owner, and I think it'd be pretty much dead on. I know I did take a shot out at 750, made a hit on plate, wasn't able to get that recorded, but hope you guys have a great week. I'll leave you with a fun little video of what happened on that one wheel after all of that. Have a good week.
Oh!
Go!